Once upon a time, on a big, bustling farm, lived a little duck named Quackers. Quackers was a happy little duck, but he had a funny habit. He thought the best things were only for the best animals, and in his mind, the best animals were, of course, the ducks. Every morning, Farmer McGregor would scatter seeds for all the farm animals. There were crunchy corn kernels, yummy wheat seeds, and tiny, tasty millet. Quackers would paddle his little webbed feet as fast as he could to get to the front. "Quack! The best corn for the ducks," he'd announce, gobbling up the big, juicy kernels before anyone else could get them. He'd leave the smaller, less tasty seeds for the chickens, the pigeons, and the sparrows. "Cluck! Cluck!" the chickens would mutter sadly, pecking at the leftovers. In the afternoon, when the sun was high and hot, all the animals loved to cool off in the farm pond. The pond had a big, shady part under a weeping willow tree and a sunny part out in the open. "Quack! Quack! The best shady spot is for the ducks," Quackers would splash and shout, shooing away Penny the pig and her piglets who wanted to cool their pink skin in the shade. Penny would sigh and lead her babies to the sunny, warmer water. Even at story time, Quackers was the same. Old Barnaby the owl would read stories from a big book perched on a fence post. The best listening spot was right under Barnaby, where you could see all the pictures. Who wants to see?" Barnaby would ask. "Me, the ducks, the best spot for us," Quackers would quack, pushing past the little bunnies and lambs to get a front row seat. The other little animals would have to stand on their tiptoes at the back, trying to catch a glimpse of the colorful pages. One day, a big storm rolled in. Dark clouds covered the sky, and the wind howled through the trees. All the animals scurried for shelter. The safest, driest place in the whole barn was a cozy corner filled with soft, clean hay. "Quack! Quick! The best corner for the ducks," Quackers called, trying to herd his duck friends into the spot. But this time, something was different. A big, heavy haystack had been knocked over by the wind, and it had fallen right in front of the cozy corner, blocking the entrance. Quackers and the other ducks pushed and pushed, but the haystack was too heavy. They were stuck out in the drafty, damp part of the barn. Just then, Penny the pig and her strong piglets came trotting over. "Need some help, Quackers?" she grunted kindly. Quackers looked down at his feet. "Yes, please," he mumbled. With a mighty oink and a heave-ho, Penny and her piglets used their strong snouts to push the haystack aside. The path to the cozy corner was clear. Before Quackers could even say thank you, some chickens, led by a hen named Henrietta, came scurrying over. They saw that the hay in the corner was all messy and scattered from the falling haystack. "Cluck! Cluck! Let's fix it up," Henrietta chirped. They used their beaks and feet to tidy the hay, making it a warm and comfortable bed again. Then, the little lambs, who Quackers had pushed away during story time, trotted over. They huddled around Quackers and the other ducks, sharing their warm, woolly fleece to help them stop shivering from the cold draft. Quackers looked around. The pigs he had pushed out of the pond, the chickens he had left the worst seeds for, and the lambs he had blocked from seeing the storybook, they were all helping him. They weren't saying the best help is for the best animals. They were just helping because he needed it. A warm feeling spread through Quacker's chest, warmer than any sunny spot in the pond. He realized how unfair he had been. He looked at Penny, Henrietta, and the little lambs. "Thank you," he said, his voice small but clear. "I'm sorry. This cozy corner isn't just for the ducks. It's for all of us. Everyone deserves the best spot." From that day on, Quackers was a different duck. At feeding time, he made sure everyone got a share of the big, crunchy corn kernels. "Quack! Plenty for everyone," he'd say. At the pond, he'd invite Penny and her piglets into the shade. "Quack! The shade is for sharing," he'd splash happily. And at story time, he'd make sure the smallest animals got the front row seats. The farm became a much happier place. All the animals learned from Quackers that being fair and sharing what you have makes everyone feel like they are the best animal. Moral of the story: fairness isn't about getting the best for yourself, but about making sure everyone gets a chance to enjoy the good things in life. Because treating everyone equally makes the whole world a better and kinder place.